What is going on, you guys? Jacobrdoty here, back from my vlog, and today we're going to be doing something I've been wanting to do for a very long time. I've been wanting to do it. I've already addressed this before, like when I first got the car. However, this is like the next level. Like this is the finishing touch for this part of the car. So let's get into it.
So as I was saying, I've already addressed this sort of by, when I first got the car, because I did some simple stuff. I did like eBay window tint. I got this 5.0 badge off eBay, and the car is actually very dirty. I'm surprised the camera is not showing it. But there's literally just bug guts everywhere. But if you don't see it, that's good, because I don't want you to see it. I also did something right here. Check out those sick freaking slides. Maybe get some Doty logo slides going, but got the Nike slides rocking. And I did some tinting, right? So this is like 15 bucks on eBay, the side marker tint. And yeah, it does a great job. It looks way better than bright red. And also on the front, my worst, the red I could deal with, but the worst one was this front one was all bright orange. Let me show you guys what that looks like. But that's the bright red that I'm talking about, the stock. And then this is the front one, which is completely bright orange, which I really did not like against a black car. I just think that the blacked out look was a lot better. So we're gonna go with the thing that really should have happened right off the bat.
And I should have done this, right off the bat, like I said, because the tinting, I mean, it lasted pretty good. Like it's been on there for at least a year and a half or so, and it looks great. But the big thing is you still have this.
Still have that nice little glow, and around the edges, sometimes you can see the orange peek out. Same thing on the rear. I mean, it's just a nice little glow. It totally looks old, especially whenever you have these beautiful LED taillights and the LED headlights and everything. And then you just have this on the side.
So to fix this, Diodedynamics actually sent out a set of their side markers, and these are ghosted. So not ghosted, but they're blacked out. To me, it's basically ghosted because I have a black car, but it's basically got a thin line, and I'll show you guys where the LEDs are. And also sent out the sequencer, which the sequencer is pretty sick because you know how the blinker has the three, it goes 1, 2, 3 as you turn on your blinker. Well, the sequencer allows you to do that when you hit your brakes for both of them. So it'll like both flash out, which I'll show you guys, of course. And that's completely plug and play. So actually all of these things are plug and play. So let's get to it.
Diodedynamics care package, got some sunglasses there, a lanyard. Here's the sequencer, like I said, all plug and play, really easy stuff. Couple awesome die cut decals with the Diodedynamics logo. So these bad boys are what I'm really excited for because they're gonna change the car's total look, because we have those with the little glow as I showed before. And these bad boys, if I can open them, these ones just have like a thin LED line that you can kind of see in there, and they're gloss ghost black. I think these are just like tinted black, but to me it looks black, and it'll look awesome against my car because it'll look like it's almost color matched or paint matched or whatever. So let's go ahead and pop these out.
Now in most videos they say that you're gonna actually have to take off the front wheels and get under there, but I think since I can air up enough, I might be able to just reach in there and get this out. It's 210 mils, like holding it in. I've done the same thing on my Ford Focus because I had to replace those or whatever. So I think I can get in there without having to take off the wheel and jack it up and everything. So let's go ahead and see if I can get that.
So I just removed this little 7 mil that's right here on the fender liner, and I can kind of bend mine out enough with the airlift. I mean, you could turn your wheel, I'm sure that would help a lot more, but I can reach back there no problem and get a wrench. So I'm gonna hit the two 10 millimeters on here, start to knock this baby out. So just like that, I was able to get these out literally a minute, so it should just pop right out. Kind of reach in behind it. Seems like there's a little clip or something holding it in. Let's see, does this side need to go out first? So unplugged it, let's push it out, and there it goes. That's the old one. And as you can see around the edges, it still had some orange just because I didn't wrap around it. So we're gonna go ahead, put in the new one. Even my tint was still not that much tint because you can see the orange, and this one completely black looking. So the thing is this plug right here, I think goes into the bulb socket. So you just half turn this, which I can do maybe one-handed. Oh, okay, one sec. Pops out. Then this plugs into here, and then this will be the OEM plug.
This stuff is super simple, and I'm sure that, maybe it's easier because I have this splitter and my stuff's on a little bit different and the rain guard and all that, but it's super simple. Like it's literally, you just unplug stuff. Make sure you don't pull too hard against your bumper and your paint. If you snap those old side markers, it's really not that big of a deal because you're gonna be putting in new ones anyway, so who cares?
And then after that, we'll have to just reinstall it as it was, which I think I have this in backwards. There it goes. So just like that. And we'll go ahead and put on these little 10 millimeter thingies that hold it on.
So I guess that's a huge benefit of Airs. I actually didn't even have to jack the car up, put it up in the air, and like take the wheel off and everything. I literally had enough room
And I could have even turned the tire to make it a little bit easier, but I do have the key right here. And when you hit unlock, you'll be able to see this. So let's go ahead and see how it looks. It should be a whole lot better. Oh yeah, that's how it should be. That looks so much more modern and it matches these headlights so much better. It's so old, especially when this car was like the first to have these LED taillights and everything. Just killing it right there. There's my tent. That's gone. Man, it says to go that way. Cool, so I actually did get it. You just push it. It's literally like that, like this little lip here. Actually, let me just undo this so that way you guys can see. Like that. Undo that. And yeah, it's this little lip that you're looking for right here. Hopefully you guys can see that. So once this lip is free, once you clear that, then it should pop out. Got it in there. Let's go ahead and hit the key. Boom, nice and red. Looks so much better with the taillights. So I'm just gonna repeat the whole process on the other side. I just did that little test on the other side and this bulb is like so freaking hot. That's probably why these things are so like bubbled out. Just because the bulb is so freaking hot, it just creates so much heat and it melts the plastic. So that's another added benefit. And yes, this one broke too. But that's another added benefit of going LED. There's not as much heat and just look at all that, literally burning this thick plastic. Cool, so now that we have these all done, I got the rear ones on both sides, and of course, we have both on the front. Looks awesome right there. And then we also have this one, you know, I had to do both sides. And it's the same process for both. I just didn't want to show you guys the same thing over and over again. This is their sequencer for all 2010 and up Mustangs. So what this does is, as you can kind of see there, hopefully it can focus. Taillights, the hazards, the brake, and the lock and unlock, it'll do the 3-bar, you know, sequenced taillights. So we're gonna go ahead, install this, should be just plug and play. I think, yeah, you just plug it in line of the factory connector. So I'm just gonna pop the trunk, go ahead and get started. Put this in line of the connector. One side obviously goes into here, one side goes into here, male and female. So it looks like this. And you really, here, let me turn on a light. It looks like that, and as you can tell, it has the diodedynamics on there. Hopefully you guys can kind of see that. I'm trying to put a light on there.
This was probably one of the simplest installs ever. It's literally plug and play. You don't even have to remove a whole bunch of stuff to remove the plugs. Like, it's right there. So let's go ahead and hit the key, see if it works.
So it should, whenever I hit the key, do the did-dink on both sides. So let's see. Oh yeah, there it is. Just like that. So that's how it is whenever you hit the brakes. That's how it is when you hit the hazards. Everything, just like that. I'm definitely gonna wanna just like hit the brakes and show everybody. So now I went ahead and just hit it for the hazards. So as you can tell, if you were to race somebody and let them know that you won, you have that on your hazards, which I think is sick. I don't know why Ford literally didn't do these things from the factory, but it's pretty simple. Diodedynamics has you covered. It's a lot safer too because it gets a lot more attention. And actually, whenever I have the parking lights off, it looks like it's also doing the rings now. Before it was just doing the middles, so now it's actually doing the full ring and middle on the hazard, which looks sick. I didn't expect that. I thought it was just gonna be the middle, so maybe that also does it for the brake as well.
Today was probably one of the easier installs I've ever done. Diodedynamics made it super simple. I literally didn't even have to put it up on jack stands, take off the wheel or anything. It was all plug and play. It really was super simple. I don't think they could have made it any easier, honestly. The links to the products that I used today will be down in the description below. Go ahead and get those. It's gonna make the 11 through 14 or 2010 through 14 Mustangs just look so much more modern, especially if you have a 1314 with those taillights and the LED 2-bar. I just think it's gonna make it look how it should have. It's so funny they had like incandescent license plate lights and those incandescent side marker things. It's just, why did you do that, Ford? You already had the LED package. Why not just finish it off strong? I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you did, then go ahead and give this video a big thumbs up, comment, like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.
I want to wait for it to get dark. I just close the garage. So a little bonus clip. That's what it looks like at night. Like if I was rolling by or something. Just makes it so much more modern. Ford, why? You really should have just done this from the factory. Look at how much better that looks. All right, peace out.